you will succeed and be able to create a positive impact. And naturally, automatically, the more money you will be making. And that is the trick to Academy of Entrepreneurs success. Our happiness, our success exists in making students happy and successful. And we do that through our network of entrepreneurs. We are the only institution in the world where 100% of classes are taught by very successful entrepreneurs. And we don't have academic curriculum. We want to hear your ideas, and we'll guide you step by step through our mentoring and workshop format to help you guys find your life purpose, have a business idea, implement it, and day by day grow your business into any industry or any country that you choose around the world. So thank you so much for joining. It always makes me so happy to see so many students joining, coming up with business ideas and putting their energy and time, because our time is very important and precious. So when I see you guys joining, coming up with business ideas and wanting to be successful and create jobs and an impact around the world, it always makes us very grateful, and it motivates us to continue creating more and more positive impact in Mexico and also around the world. And our mission as Academy of Entrepreneurs is to give you guys the entrepreneurial skills and network to transform your idea into a business that will create a positive impact in the world. And today, our goal is to work closely with you guys. It will be around 30 minutes that we will be together, where we're going to guide you step by step on how to go from onepreneur to entrepreneur. And why am I talking about onepreneur? A lot of people talk about ideas. A lot of people talk about the dreams, but not everyone is putting it into action. And this is why right here next to me, you have the word boss your future. You are the owner of your future. You are the owner of your success. But unless you take a lot of action stepping forward, you're not going to be able to achieve your goals. So please take this message on your lifestyle forever. Entrepreneurship is about problem solving, but taking action forward. Even if you try to be just 1% better every day, if you are stepping forward 1% better every day, you will have success every day. And that's the point of today. I'm going to help you guys transform that idea that is in your head and in your heart into something of impact that you will take action and you will get results. So before we start talking about your business idea, when you joined today's session, when you woke up this morning, what was your goal? What were you trying to achieve? So I think this is a huge part of your entrepreneurial journey. An entrepreneur, a leader, needs to have a goal. And then we build the steps for us to work towards achieving that goal. And let me share with you guys some very important statistics. 83% of people in the world don't have a goal. 14% of people in the world have a goal in their head. And only 3% of people in the world have written down their goal. If you have a goal in your head, that automatically makes you 10 times more successful. And as soon as you've written your goal down, it will automatically make you 30 times more successful. So being an entrepreneur, wanting to change the world, it's not enough to have an idea. You have to have an idea in your head, write it down, and then action for you to be able to get the results and get you closer and closer to your goals. So this is something very important. So my recommendation to you guys is on your phone, have the goal of the day, the goal of the week, the goal of the month, and work towards it. Because when you have a goal written down and you get reminders when you wake up on your diary, you have maybe a post-it, or maybe 3 times a day, your alarm rings reminding you to look at your goals, you will see how much faster each and every single one of your goals are going to be achieved. Okay, so now let's get started on our mission for today, which is to help you guys transform your idea into a successful business in Mexico and hopefully all around the world. First step is for you guys to connect with yourself. Everyone has unlimited potential if they do what they're good at. And all you need to do is connect a passion project, your natural talent, to a business opportunity. I've been to Mexico many times, and I've seen some amazing Mexican talent and leadership and ideas coming out of Mexicans. So look at you. What do you love the most? And how can we use this passion project towards becoming a business and linking it to a business opportunity? So let's look at some things. Maybe you love your grandmother's tacos. She has the most amazing taco recipes. And every time you go to your grandma's house, you just enjoy them so much. And your grandma has taught you how to cook. The world, I'm in Australia today. We love tacos in Australia. The world wants to have unique food, and taco is not our national dish here in Australia. So if you can cook tacos when you move to Australia, you can get paid a lot of money, like thousands of dollars a day. And you're doing what you love, you're good at it, the world needs, and you can get paid for it. But maybe you love tacos, but you don't like making it. You like eating it. So what you could do is, the more exposure you've had to eating different tacos, from your grandmother's to traveling throughout different parts of Mexico's, maybe even going through other countries that also have similar Latin American dishes, what you could do is become an Instagram influencer or a food blogger that reviews different taquerias around the world. And you could create a taco competition with sponsors and an event where you could be making millions of dollars once a year, where you bring in the best taco chefs around the world to a specific location every year, where incredible international judges and international sponsors give you money to create this award competition. You could be a great Instagram influencer that has a lot of followers, and people will follow you around the world as you travel the world. You can get paid by some of the best taquerias in the world to try the tacos, and you travel, you make money for trying tacos and posting videos and reviews about them. So look at what is the thing that you love doing, that you're good at, because whatever you're good at, you're always going to become better at. So if you love a sport and there's another sport that you kind of are okay in, the one that you love, you're always going to improve. So if you love golf, if you love soccer, if you love baseball, you're going to get better at it every day, the more and more you play. And that's what we need you guys to do, is when you're building your first business, especially your first business, don't just look at the opportunity. I know everyone's talking about artificial intelligence and 3D printers, but if you don't have the experience in 3D printers and artificial intelligence, you're not going to be successful. But if you focus on doing what you love and connecting this passion of yours and getting better at it every day, whether it is playing soccer, playing an instrument, cooking, coding, graphic design, anything that you do, if you focus on getting better at it every day, there will always be someone, whether it's a person, a company, or a government, that can pay you because they need it. We need to eat. You can choose to eat tacos. Some people want to be independent entrepreneurs, but they still want to be part of a system. So maybe they'll buy a part of your franchise and they will open the franchise in Querétaro or Mexico City or Monterrey. So look at the thing that you love doing, that you're good at, that you can become great at it every day. And then you're going to look at how can you make money out of it. And obviously create an impact in the world for someone that is looking for it. You could create taco recipe. You could become a YouTuber that does a cooking class. You could travel the world and get paid for it. You can create a cooking competition. You can create a franchise. You can start a taqueria in your kitchen. Everything that you do, there's someone that can pay you, whether it's to learn a lesson or to pay for the final product or service. So a very easy way for you guys to find your first successful business strategy from Mexico is by looking at something that you're good, that you can become great, and the world needs. Once you figure that out, you're going to have to wire your brain constantly to understand that every startup, every business, every company solves a problem. So today we're logging in from Mexico, and I can see a couple of classes logging in. There's a table in front of you. You need a table to put your laptop. You've got your backpack. You need your backpack to carry your things to get to university. You need your iPhone cable charger. You need to take it to university because these days we use our phone so much that our battery is becoming weaker and weaker, and we want to have to charge it so we can call the Uber to go back home. So the Uber app solves a problem. Your iPhone cable solves a problem. Everything that we do is solving a problem. So from today onwards, don't look at yourself as an entrepreneur that is finding an opportunity and setting up a business. Look at yourself as an entrepreneur that is solving a problem for someone else because they need the table, the iPhone cable, the transport, to go from home to the university. A great way to have a meaningful life and build a huge business with a global success is to be inspired by the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, because the United Nations has identified huge problems that need to be solved. So if you can attach your passion for tacos, soccer, baseball, playing an instrument to a United Nations Sustainable Development Goal and create a positive impact, your growth will be long-term and more powerful. So here's an example. There are people starving in the world. Here in Australia, we've got this beautiful social enterprise called Sombrero that sells Mexican healthy foods, because people in Australia love Mexican food and we love healthy food. And for every Mexican dish that you buy, someone in Mexico gets a dish as well. It's a little bit more expensive than the average meal in Australia, but it makes us feel good, because as a customer, I'm hungry and I love Mexican food and I want healthy Mexican food. So they've sorted my problem as Paula, who's running around and wants to eat something delicious from Mexico and healthy. But also they make me feel good in knowing that every time I eat in this fast food, healthy restaurant, I'm supporting someone in Mexico that deserves a meal to eat. So everything that we do, whether you're creating music, whether you're playing an instrument, whether you're cooking, whether you're coding an app, you can code an app to help the elderly get the movement back as they're playing on the iPad, to help kids learn a language. Anything and everything that you guys love doing, there's someone around the world that is looking for your talent and will pay you to do this. So try to align what you do easily, because that way your entry into market will be very fast, because it won't take you much money to get started because you're already good at this and now you're solving the problem for someone else. Once you understood what is your life purpose, what is the greatest opportunity that you today can start from Mexico, our recommendation from Academy of Entrepreneurs is going to this website called namechecker.com. And don't worry, we will share these presentations with you guys afterwards. And you can see if your business name is available for you to use it on Instagram, for your website, for your TikTok, for all of the different social media platforms. Because if you build Grandmother's Taqueria and the name is already used, when people search your name on YouTube or on TikTok, they're going to go to your competitors. So before you spend time registering your business, look at if the name that you have in mind is available for you to use on social media and no other company has used it. Once you've done that, your next step is then to lock in your website. So you've seen if the URL is available. Go to a platform like Wix, where for free, you can say, I want to start a food business, and we'll give you a lot of templates, and you can choose a template that is in alignment with what you're looking for. Wix has artificial intelligence. So when it knows that you're building a food business, it will automatically ask you some questions related to a food business. If you're building a taqueria, for example, and will help you build that. If you're building a music or an e-commerce website, or if you're going to write a personal blog because you're going to become a freelancer, Wix will, within 2 to 3 clicks, will find out through artificial intelligence your natural style of business and will give you some effective templates within your industry. Okay, so now you're going, okay, Paula, you helped me transform my little hobby, something that I do in my free time, into a business idea. I now have a business name that is available on social media. How do I start? So our recommendation when you start a business is start thinking as big as possible. Think as if your taqueria is going to be the biggest taco business in the universe. If you're going to start a music lesson business, think of it becoming the biggest piano school in the world. If you're going to start a graphic design logo development business, think of it being the greatest, designing the next best 100 logos in history for the following 100 years. But then start as small as possible. So let me show you guys an example. This is one of my favorite social impact entrepreneurs. For me, he's one of the greatest leaders we will ever see in our time. Professor Muhammad Yunus, in 1983, was living in Bangladesh, the country where he was born. And he saw there were some women that were super poor. They were so poor, they had no place to live, no food. And they were so poor that they didn't know how to read and write. And neither did their mom and dad. So they weren't registered on the government system. They didn't have an ID. They didn't have a name. So they were unseen in society. So he spoke to a few banks and said, let's help people that need the money so that we can take them out of poverty. And the banks just said no, because banks help the rich get richer. And they were like, how are we going to lend money to someone in poverty? How are they going to pay us back if they don't have anything under the name or an ID? So what he did is Professor Yunus decided to create his own bank. He got $27. And what he did is he lent $27 to a group of women in poverty. And he taught them how to become an entrepreneur, start a business, and give the money back so another group of women could get the same support. Professor Yunus has helped 140 million people every year for the past 10 years. Year by year, take them out of poverty, lend them money, become an entrepreneur, and give it back to the bank with no ID system. So it's a bank that helps the unbanked. And I'm sure that each and every single one of us that is connected today have more than $27 in our bank account. But did you see Professor Yunus's vision is to start the biggest bank for the people that can't be banked, for people in poverty, and he now helps 140 million people get access to microloans every year. So I guess food is a way that is great for us to get started, and it's an easy way of making money for many countries and many cultures, especially if you're in Mexico, because people in Mexico love eating, and you guys have one of the most interesting cuisines and one of the most loved foods in the world. Every place I travel to, and I travel a lot, I do like 100 flights a year, there's always a Mexican restaurant, and people always love the Mexican local restaurants. So maybe you're going to start a nacho business that does nachos in different flavors, different sauces, with blue cheese, with maybe pistachio. It's this crazy nacho business. So go on an AI platform with artificial intelligence and ask it to create maybe 50 photos for you of really cool nachos with local Mexican looking grandmothers cooking, and start posting that on Instagram under the business name that you've come up with. Then you can, on your Instagram, start telling people that in a month's time, you're going to start taking orders. And if you're posting some funny videos about recipes and grandmother's cooking and some funny Mexican jokes, people are going to start following you because they love nachos, they love grandmothers, they love the Mexican culture, and they love Mexican food. So then you can take orders and say, okay, next week, we are closing for bookings. So you have until next week to pay us maybe $20 for this crazy nacho with like triple the amount of cheese and a unique flavor. So maybe you're going to get 100 sales on the first week, because for 3 weeks you've been marketing it, and a week before you're going to cook, everyone's already pre-booked. So people are through Instagram already giving you money. So until now, all you've done is got artificial intelligence to create some images. You haven't even cooked, actually. You posted, you took people's money, and then you can start delivering the nachos with the all unique flavors, with pistachio, extra jalapeno, blue cheese, brie, whatever flavor you want to do that is in alignment with your recipe. Then once you've got enough customers that you can't cook in your house anymore, you can then rent a kitchen, but without paying anything. You can go to a local restaurant that is not using the kitchen all the time, and you can tell them, can I borrow your kitchen for free? You cook until midnight. Can I use your kitchen from this time to this time? And I will give you 10% of what I make every day. So for the kitchen owner, they'll be like, wow, of course, I'm supporting a local business of an entrepreneur that's starting but has a big vision, and I'm going to make more money as the owner of the kitchen. And when you have enough traction, enough customers, you can then look at building your own kitchen. And then you can even potentially look at franchising and having the greatest nacho franchise around the world. But if you don't love nachos, don't start a nacho business. If you don't love cooking, don't start a cooking business. Start a business in something that you guys absolutely love, because then you're going to be able to succeed and make money a lot faster. Once you've built up your marketing strategy, your next step is for you to write your business plan. And it's not write those big, thick business plans with many pages. It's writing a one-page business plan where you're going to describe what is your vision, what is a 2-sentence pitch, what is the problem, who's your target audience, what is your minimal viable product, what is the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal that you're supporting, How are you going to measure your numbers? What is the solution? What is the value you're going to add? What are the channels you're going to use to promote your business? How are you going to make money? What are the different revenue streams? Who are your competitors? And what is your cost structure? And how many staff will you need for your business? And remember, we're building our first business by doing something that we love. So we don't need much money and we don't need a big team, because most likely we can use ourselves to begin with. So if we love coding, we can code. If we love graphic design, we can design people's flyers and logos. So look at starting something basic that is not going to cost you much time and much money to get started. Then the next step is for you guys to work on your goal. Remember at the beginning of the presentation, we spoke about setting a goal. And when we have a goal written down, we are going to be 30 times more successful. So look at what is your goal for today in your business. Is it to find your business name? Tomorrow to launch your website? The following day to do your social media? In a week's time to have 10 inquiries coming through your Instagram? In a month's time to have 100 orders? So what is your goal? And have a SMART goal, which is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, with a time attached to it. And have the goal for the day. I suggest you guys having 3 goals for the day, 3 goals for the week, 3 goals for the month, 3 goals for the quarter, 3 goals for the year, and 3 goals for the next 3 years. So it works really well in the brain when we have the number 3 for goals. Then once we've successfully done that, it's very important for you guys to network. So today I'll be sharing my contact details with you guys so you guys can always write to me. And I will be going to Mexico hopefully soon. So I get to do some of these sessions together with you guys face to face at Anahuac. And the bigger your network, the faster you're going to succeed. So find mentors that also love what you're doing. Hopefully your mentors have experience in the industry you're going in. And also go to at least one networking event throughout the week. So you start talking to people and understanding how their business experience has been. So you can learn from their experience and also get access to their contacts. Next is for you guys to look at how are you going to make money? What is your revenue stream? Are you going to make money by advertising, by sponsoring or selling sponsorship, by auctioning, by leasing a product or service per user that is buying your product, with shares, with activities, with a different dynamic pricing? My suggestion is look at least 3 ways that you can make money. So for example, if you're going to start a taco business, you could have a sponsor in the taco package every time you deliver. So that's a way of making money. You could have people buying it online through Instagram and ordering, but you could also have a subscription where families get the make at home taco box where they can make their own Mexican food once a week. And it's a surprise flavor every single week. And that's the way that you've got a reoccurring revenue every single week. Another huge part of your success is your creativity when it comes to marketing. So if you're going to say, let's go back to nachos, your price. What is the right price in accordance to the quality and the target audience? How are you going to promote it? Are you going to create a Mother's Day promotion or a cheap Sunday promotion? What is your promotional strategy? What is the physical evidence that you're going to do? When people order, if it's at e-commerce, what's the unboxing experience? So everyone unboxes on Instagram and they are promoting your product. What happens if someone clicks to this beautiful website and they need to speak to you or your call center? Are you going to be friendly and obviously a passionate Mexican? What is the quality of your product? What is the process from people finding you on Instagram to clicking through your website to receiving a meal that is still warm? And what is your place? From your e-commerce platform, are you going to be selling products on Amazon, on eBay, on Instagram, at a local market, down at your private condominium in your gated community that everyone knows you and is going to be buying from you? So what are all of these components of your business that are going to make you very successful? Then we need to look at who are going to be our first customers. When we start a business, often people make a mistake of the 3 Fs, which is family, friends, and fools. Look for real customers. Your family, yes, they'll support you, but you're not building a business that your grandmother or your best friends and neighbors are buying from you. You want to build a business that you have sustainable customers where every day you have a lot of inquiries. So when we're building a business, look at who are going to be the innovators, the early adopters that will buy from you, who are the majority that will love your products, who will be the late majority, and who will be the laggards. So you need to be always innovating. So you always have more people buying for you so that you hopefully sit in your business always at a stage where people are interested and promoting your business, not just for when people have everyone buying and they're buying because everyone else is buying. So guys, Today, we have learned how to come up with a business idea and it costs us $0. How to have a business model and it costs us $0. How to create a business name that is available and it costs us $0. Creating a logo these days inside Wix, the platform that we showed you to create a website, you can create your logo for free for $0. You can create a website for $0. Creating your strategy like we've done today costs us $0. Having mentors that are going to help you, it's also $0. Creating your revenue model is $0, your marketing $0, and pitching to early adopters is $0. So everything I taught you guys today cost you $0 for you to start your business. And a huge part of your entrepreneurial journey is never giving up, is doing what you love and always making sure that you have a goal and you're moving forward. So I'm going to share 2 Instagram pages here with you guys. So click on this QR because every day we're posting entrepreneurship free tips for you guys. And also every day we have different events that we advertise for you guys to attend. So please follow us on this page if you guys want to become a successful entrepreneur. So you guys get the latest insight on what's happening on the entrepreneur world. And so also for you guys to get free ebooks and more masterclasses. And as I mentioned, I'm going to leave my personal Instagram here. You guys can write to me in Spanish. I lived in Mexico for a couple of years. I did school in Mexico. So you guys can write to me in Spanish and I will reply to you guys. So I'm here to support you guys. So share your business idea, share your dreams. And let's work together on transforming your idea into a successful business. So follow me on Instagram, write to me at any time in any language, and I will reply to each and every single one of your messages. Now, we have a special invitation for you guys. Today, I'm logging in for Australia to invite you guys to come to Australia to become an entrepreneur. Australia is looking for leaders. Australia loves Mexican and they love Mexican entrepreneurs. We have a list of very successful Mexican students that are studying with us, a lot from Querétaro and Mexico City and many other parts of Mexico that come over to Australia without a business idea. And we've been guiding them step by step on how to become a successful entrepreneur. And why is Australia a great opportunity for you guys to come? So you guys can take 6 months out of your university degree and come to Australia for 6 months, or you can graduate from your degree and then come over to Australia and we'll help you guys get a visa. Australia is very multicultural. So we love people from all over the world. So when you come here and you say to people that you're Mexican, automatically people are going to be smiling, grabbing your contact details and inviting you for a meal in the house. Australia is the only country in the world that has created a model that from day one that you arrive at an international student, from day one of your arrival into Australia on a student visa, you are allowed to register your business for free. So you can become a business owner for free on day one of arriving in Australia. And Australia has a model that for the first $18,200 that you make, Australian dollars, you will pay no tax on it. So the Australian government is saying, come to Australia on a student visa, start a business, and the first $18,000 that you make, you will pay no tax on. So we've created a school to help you guys be successful and bring your ideas, bring your energy from Mexico, so we can help you guys develop your business skills. We will help you find a job, and also we will help you set up your business here in Australia. And you're allowed to both work in Australia and become an entrepreneur, both at the same time. And everything that you will use, so say you're going to be building a Mexican taqueria, everything in your studies that you pay, it will be deducted out of your tax and you will get the money back because it will be deducted out of your profits. And why is entrepreneurship so important? Like I mentioned to you, we as entrepreneurs, and hopefully you guys as future entrepreneurs, we're problem solvers, that we do what we love and we find solutions to innovate and grow our businesses every day. So whether you have a business idea or if you have a dream of working in a company like Amazon and Google, you're invited to join the Academy of Entrepreneurs community. We're going to guide you step by step on how to build your CV, how to network, how to build your LinkedIn, how to get your first job in Australia, how to build your first business and make unlimited money while living in Australia. Next time when we do the session, I'll bring Alex, one of our students that came in from Querétaro, to study at Academy of Entrepreneurs, and on his first business, On the first week, he got 900 customers. Right now, he's getting 3,000 customers every month for his business. And we've been guiding him step by step, and he spent $0 on creating his first business here in Australia. So what are the programs that we have? We have both a diploma and an advanced diploma to give you a visa to come on a student visa to Australia. And 100% of the visas we've ever applied from Mexico so far have been approved. And we're going to teach you how to have the right mindset, how to understand global problems that you can solve, how to have ideas and validate them, how to do your marketing, how to test things and not die, how to succeed always as an entrepreneur through the steps that you're going to be many failures, many challenges. How can you succeed in the long term? How do you share your story? How to do sales and negotiations so your business can grow? How to enter the market with your business? How to learn about law and automate your operations, how to learn about the latest technologies and best business tools, how to have the right financial knowledge, and how to use design thinking to innovate. So all of this is in the course, and you can come from Mexico for 6 months, 1 year, or 2 years. So all of these will apply for your visa, and then we'll bring you over to Australia. We also do weekly masterclasses. We'll take you guys to visit WeWork, Amazon, Wix, Google, the Australian government. So you guys are exposed and growing your network. A lot of the students come to Australia first. They want to look for a job in a tech company, and then afterwards they want to build their own company. So we've got programs both if you want to be an entrepreneur or an intrapreneur. A really good news is that we have 12 intakes. Most universities have 2 intakes that you can start twice a year. With Academy of Entrepreneurs, you can study with us starting in January, in February, in March, in April, in May. So every month we have an intake for you guys to study with us. And how does the process work? So you can fill out the application form. Then we will send you an English test to make sure that you've got the English level. Then we'll send you, you will send us a copy of your passport so we can start getting ready for your visa. Then we'll send you a letter of invitation. 100% of students from Anáhuac that apply to study at Academy of Entrepreneurs get automatically a 50% scholarship. So you will get the 50% scholarship on your letter of offer. Then you'll put a deposit. Then you will apply for the student visa together with your health insurance. And that's where your journey in Australia will begin. So thank you for logging in. I wish I was there in Mexico to speak to you guys, to hear about your business ideas. This is my Instagram and QR code. And if you're ready to apply, or if you want to know more about your student visa process, you can send an email to admissions@aestudy.com. And we have a team in Latin America and a team in Australia that speak both English and Spanish. And we have a few Mexicans working for us, which is really exciting. So you can always speak to us in Spanish too. So yes, so now over to you guys. I will be taking questions. So I can see we've got different classrooms logged in. So if anyone has a question, I will be taking questions. And then Cash and her team will be sending you guys a copy of the presentation. So just send me a message here on Instagram, and then we'll send you a copy of the presentation. Cool. Anyone's got any questions? Virginia, does anyone in your class have any questions? Nayeli, does anyone in your class have any questions?
Hola Paula, buenos días.
Buenos días, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, gracias Paula. Pues aquí estoy con mis alumnos. ¿Alguien tiene alguna pregunta que hacerle? Acerca de lo que tú nos platicabas de irse a Australia, suena muy interesante y hay muchas facilidades. Muchas gracias por darnos esa información.
Sí, gracias, Virginia. Y Australia en el momento es uno de los mejores como países con las mejores oportunidades. Tenemos una de las mejores economías del mundo. Somos muy multicultural, no hay como cero racismo, como todos se llevan muy bien. Es todo muy seguro. Acá las personas no tienen que ni siquiera cerrar las puertas. Los coches tenemos como 100% de seguridad, lo que es algo muy bueno. Y a mí me parece muy bonito de parte del gobierno de Australia que invite estudiantes a estudiar y pueden lanzar su negocio y también trabajar desde el primer día que llegan en una visa de estudiante en Australia. Es algo muy especial y algo que les cuento, el salario mínimo es de $23 y no he conocido ningún estudiante que gana $23 la hora. La mayoría de los estudiantes están ganando por un promedio de $30 o más por hora. Entonces los salarios cuando trabajan o emprenden, los valores son muy altos también. Entonces pueden venir a Australia por 6 meses, 1 año, empezar a emprender, trabajar, hacer dinero y volver a México con más dinero de que cuando salieron. Eso es algo como muy increíble y nosotros les ayudamos con todo el proceso de currículum, de contactos y todo. Y a australianos les encantan los mexicanos, entonces una gran suerte para ustedes.
Muchas gracias. Gracias, Paula.
De
¿Alguna
nada.
pregunta? ¿No? Creo que no. Por aquí, no sé si alguien más que esté conectado tenga alguna pregunta.
Sí, Rogelio, ¿alguna pregunta desde tu lado? Hola, mucho
Eh,
gusto.
Hola, no, justo acá también andamos en el salón y todo bien, nada más que dejé el fondo medio borroso, pero aquí están. A ver, saluden chicos, que los escuchen. Ya.
Saludos desde Australia. Ay, hola, saludos a todos. Esto acá es mi Instagram personal, entonces cuando quieren me pueden escribir un mensaje. Si tienen dudas de su emprendimiento o tienen preguntas de cómo es que pueden como venir a estudiar acá, ya hemos tenido algunos estudiantes de la universidad de ustedes que vinieron acá a Australia a vivir y estudiar, entonces cuando quieren nos envían un mensaje, les contestamos y en el mismo día ya podemos coordinar una llamada para explicar todo el proceso para que vengan a Australia. Sí, y otra cosita, Virginia y Rogelio, en algunas semanas estamos haciendo otra charla que va a ser de ChatGPT, de cómo usar inteligencia artificial para lanzar. Hoy hablamos de cómo podemos transformar una idea en un emprendimiento y en algunas semanas vamos a enseñar a ustedes de cómo lanzar su idea usando inteligencia artificial. Y después de esto, en 2 o 3 semanas, estamos haciendo otra charla de cómo es que pueden triple your income. 3 como maneras de hacer más dinero para su negocio. Entonces, porfa, si podemos todos conectar y así trabajamos juntos, que antes de la Navidad que tenemos todos ustedes emprendiendo.
Muchas gracias. Gracias, Paula.
De nada, gracias por el tiempo de ustedes. Entonces, aguardo los mensajes por Instagram y nos vemos en algunas semanas en la próxima charla. Porfa, me envíen sus correos electrónicos en este QR code para que les pueda compartir la presentación y nos vemos en algunas semanas entonces. Saludos desde Australia. Big hugs from Australia, guys. Nos vemos en Sydney. See you guys.
Gracias. Bye.
See you. Big hugs. Bye.